Hey, it's Payton with CZ Grain. Today we're going to teach you guys how to grow some nice strawberries for any garden and anybody that's a fruit lover and just really wants them strawberries to come up and be an important part of your diet. I do recommend that you research each individual kind of strawberry for their growing times, just because there are little tweaks that have to be done different for different varieties of strawberry. Each of the rows that you're doing for these, separate these two by a good at least 1.5 feet. Let's try that. Let me take a breath. My cardio's off. Wow, I need to do some running, huh? All right, so for the strawberries, first things first, our soil over here is a little clay. Got a little bit of clay in it, so we're gonna make sure that we get plenty of good soil, well draining at the bottom, so that once it's hitting the roots, we're not getting any of that rot. You're gonna wanna make sure that you keep that main tip up above, especially if there's any leaves or greenery going on the top of it. So that way you've got those little roots right on the bottom, and you can set them on your little ball that we're gonna make out of soil, and it'll give a nice little spread to it so they can have good movement throughout the roots. So we're gonna do 3 of each plant today, and we're gonna see how they end up growing. Then grab our little balls. I might need some more soil. And you could do this without the big old balls on there, but I find it's the easiest to get those roots to spread out nice and evenly if you set the middle right on the top of that ball. Then you can kind of work your way with it and just kind of get that nice spread to them. You want to make sure this thing can still kind of stand up like it's in there. We'll kind of give it a little light pack down just on the root part, but nothing where you're mashing the roots down. Sometimes it's a little confusing which part is the ball that's supposed to be up at the highest point, but these are easy because it's got this big thick stem right there. Set it on there. Get those spreading out in all directions. You gotta be careful not to damage the roots during this too. Try to be really careful, really gentle with them so they're not ripping them out and hurting the plant. It's nice and standing up like that. Do one of these. These plants like a little bit higher of a pH level. Earthworm casings, well draining soil. Really good for these. They're gonna love you and thank you at the end of the day. And again, we sell these at our shop on Amazon, eBay, Etsy, Walmart, GetTreesFast.com, KernFarms.com. You can find all these products there. And you might, after you get those earthworm casings on there, you might put another light bit of soil on top of that as well, just so that you're kind of keeping it together and it's putting a nice pH in the soil. But after that, I'd say you're good and ready to start watering again. Just kind of give it a light spritz. Get all the soil around it just in case it's gonna have a little bit of spread with the roots already. We'll come back here as well in another week or 2. Try and put a little more soil on top, see how much they've grown. The first one is always really important. Make sure those roots can start out nice, full, and healthy. Again, the root system is going to be really important for your yield of strawberries and how big your plant's going to get. And that's how you grow those strawberries right there. If you have any questions at all, you give us a call, 641-203-0272. CZ Grain, we'll be happy to hear from you. Thanks so much.